The following program may contain language of an adult nature. Listener discretion is advised.
Views and opinions expressed on the following program are those of the hosts and guests, and not necessarily those of the staff or management of alltalkradio.net.
We think it's the banning of
We are anonymous.
material.
And if you don't know, you better ask somebody. My boy Maxwell Silverhammer and my bottom bitch York man will set you straight with some good old true shit and none of that shit that irks me. Hey Maxie baby, I still got them videos. You fill my cereal port perfectly. Bitch.
Ah, yes! Finally kicked those fuckers off the air.
It's about goddamn time. I got sick of those fucks.
Yeah, that G.J. Jerkman and Maxwell Silverhammer with all their goddamn anti-corporate
You know what?
talk.
Just be happy. We're gonna go celebrate right now. I think we should go do some golf and butt fuck one another.
Oh, that's the greatest. I'm ready. Hold on. Go get in the car here.
Get the hell in the other side. Another side. There you go.
There we go.
All right.
Oh, this is a great day.
I'm gonna start it up now. You ready?
These bastards.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Bora Bora. Here we go.
It's the STIM Radio Show.
Maxwell Silverhammer, G.J. Jerkman, Cruise Control, and G Motor. Do you smell fire? I think somebody lit a cigarette. Nope, it's the hottest radio show on the internet. So keep it locked here from 7 to 9, cause the STEM radio fam, they ahead of their time. And that was lesson 1, man, this is lesson 2. No format because they keep it fresh and new. And this is what I call HQ. Hey, Winfrey, you a musical genius, man. They can't paint it like a face is. But if the content is making you sick, take some Dayquil. And if you think that the jocks sound quirky, allow me to introduce you to the shit that irks me.
STEM Radio back on the air, special tonight with the two guys that used to rub penises together. Here they are, Maxwell and Cruise Control.
Spread them cheeks.
It's the end of the goddamn fucked up crazy ass week.
End of the week edition.
I'm the shit that fucking irks me, age attrition. Fuck that up hardcore, dude.
Yeah, why does it always come back to me fucking it up?
Because you did. It's spread them cheeks. The end of the goddamn week on the shit that fucking irks me. End of the week edition, age attrition.
That's what I said. I slipped. I said almost the middle of the week, but I said end of the week. Caught myself. So you actually fucked it up.
Yeah, probably. I don't give a fuck.
So,
Man, you guys sound like a married couple already. Damn.
You've
yeah.
been off the air for a couple of days, huh?
Yeah.
Hold on a second. You munch on this fucking Pizza Hut garlicky cheese pizza.
By the way, man, I tried the Little Caesars bacon wrap. That is some shit. That is good, man.
Is it?
Fuck yeah. So that's good suggestion. So, oh yeah. Enjoy
Good
that.
thing
Man.
good thing I don't have a real mic in front of me. I wouldn't have chili. I wouldn't have what is it called? What are the dogs called again?
Which ones? Oh, the chili dogs. The
What is it called?
Father
The
Time.
Father Time. Yeah, you don't have Father
God.
Time dogs smelling microphones.
Oh yeah.
So you've been off the air for a couple of days, huh? So you guys have friction. You guys fighting. You guys.
No, I went to Carson City, so I was gone for a couple days, man. So that's what happened. That's all that was, which I'll talk about later. Just an observation I had, but I'm interested to hear what you got, man, because you told me you had some interesting stuff happen.
Oh yeah. Okay. So, I'm gonna do a Maxwell storytell here.
All right,
Here's the story here. Okay, this is gonna take a little bit.
all right. I like stories.
For me. Because, when I say it takes a little bit, usually I wrap it up in about 5 minutes. I'm not a big storyteller, if you notice that.
Right,
I kind of
right.
tell stories, but not like you, where I'm like, and then he blinked 3 times and sniffled twice. And then he walked 3 steps. So that's not
I'm setting the scene, man. That's all. I'm just trying to, keep the listener involved,
So, okay. One more bite. Now ready to go.
All right, goddamn it.
I gotta eat it while it's hot, dude.
Okay, see, bad timing, man. You ordered the shit right before you.
Well, I thought you guys would start at 7:25 like normal, so that's why I figured.
No, Ollie Barrett was actually out early tonight.
Yeah, he was out early. He didn't have much news to give.
He said World
And
War III.
there's no females around for George to fucking brown nose.
Oh,
Maxwell and Jerkman.
Usually I go for the pussy. He goes for the brown nose. He enjoys shit too much.
yeah, I love it.
He does. He likes the diuretic chicks. He gives him coffee. He gives him coffee and shit in the morning, so they just shit all over his face.
Spray 'ems, man.
Spray it all over his face. Give me blackface so I can smile like Mickey's entertainer.
Which, by the way, man, I am starting to grow my goatee.
Oh boy,
you can't see it yet, but I started today, so we'll see.
Oh, really? You can't see it yet, and you started today? Yeah. Oh, I'm so disappointed, man. I thought you were a man, dude. I would have had mine down to my ankles, other than twist it and not wrapping around a girl's throat and choking her while I'm fucking her from behind.
Oh, who doesn't like that?
Yeah, exactly. So
I call it the goatee throaty. Throaty pounding with my scroty.
Don't give me any ideas, man.
That's probably what Gary's going to call when he gets him with his goatee. Goatee throaty.
Goatee throaty.
All right, man.
All right,
let's
go here. So here we're going to start back in November. I might have told you guys a little bit about this, but I share a suite. Basically, I share a kitchen with someone. And his name is Mike. And back November, I don't know if I told you about this, but November, right around Thanksgiving, he was supposed to go hang out with his family. Well, the night after Thanksgiving, it was like a Friday night after Thanksgiving or something like that, and I'm just chilling, and he's like, hey, he's sitting. I walk into the kitchen area that we share, and he's sitting in the dark. This is back in November. I'm like, what's up, Mike? He's like, well, last night I was supposed to go over to my family for Thanksgiving, but I got really drunk. And the cops were going to stop me, and I guess I hit something, and then I just ran away from, I went back home. So he got so drunk that he hit something, and he was in a van, and he drove the van. He just kept driving and drove home.
Oh, hit and run, huh?
Came inside, and then the cops came, because the cops were following him, obviously. They're like, whoa, and they came up, and so he got basically arrested and went to, had a, huge ordeal where he was just completely depressed, and this dude, okay, this is how bad he was, dude. The next day he was so like jacked up and nervous. Mm-hmm. The next day he's like, hey, can I borrow like $5-10? I'm like, yeah, I'll let you borrow, because he's been a roommate of mine for 2.5 years, right?
Yeah, it's not a big amount, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, and he's gonna, where is he gonna go, right? He's gonna pay him back,
right?
So I give him $10. He goes out and gets 4 black ices.
Oh shit!
And okay, keep in mind, this guy is 69 years old. Okay,
damn.
Okay, so this guy's almost as old as Jerkman.
I was just going to say, he's about as old as Jerkman.
Wow. I'm a little younger, about a year and a half.
So anyway, and I've told you about the crazy bitch before.
Oh, yeah, the one that was banging on his door and said that he hit her and all that shit, yeah.
Yeah, well, every 3 months, every couple months or so, she comes around, and then I guess the reason why he was so upset was because he gave her money to pay her rent or something like that, and even though she's been beating him up and stuff like that, it's just stupid,
Wow.
So I'm the type, I'm no nonsense with that. I'm like, dude, you're fucking up, man. Why do you keep hanging out with that dumb bitch? She's like, oh, you're being really harsh. I'm like, no shit, I'm being harsh, you dumbass. You gotta get your shit together, So I'm just talking, basically, and this has been going on for a couple months. And what happened was he was expecting to go to jail, right?
Right.
And this gets better, believe me. As we go along here. And just basically the last couple months, like the 1st of January, of course, the lovely government system, he's supposed to have a hearing on January 5th. So he's waiting a month. He's all nervous. He's tripped out. He's like on antidepressants and shit. And he's all, I don't, because he doesn't want to go to jail. He's, he's telling me stories about he used to be a hockey player and he used to make some money. And now he's living in this 1-bedroom, place, which I don't judge people on that because I live here too. And I actually like it. I love it. Right. You'd love it too. I guarantee you'd love it fucking here. It's a fucking room, dude. It's a goddamn room with a kitchen. You share a kitchen with someone, it's a room. You don't have to worry about cleaning shit. You don't have to worry about cleaning anything. You just, you clean up your room and that's it.
Yeah, yeah.
So it fits me perfectly. Well, okay, so January 5th comes around and they go, well, he's like, oh, I'm going to get put in jail. And I guess they postpone it till February. So he doesn't even know anything until February. All right.
All right.
And then I guess they postpone it till mid-March.
Oh, Charlie.
And so he's like, I'm going to get a couple of days in jail, but he got a new lawyer, and I thought everything was great because he got on probation. But he's been miserable the last couple of months, off and on. Like sometimes I hear him, hear her over here screaming, and he be in the kitchen area, and when it's bad when you hear someone go into the kitchen area and then leave, and then you go in there and it smells like vodka.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Like after they leave, they're not even in there any longer.
Right. It's like in their pores. You know what I'm saying? Like that's his cologne. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I guess he missed his family on Thanksgiving, and I guess he wasn't driving for a while, and well, here's a long story. Long story short, coming up to this, and the reason I'm saying all this is because it's like a culmination of events. Tuesday afternoon, I'm working, all right, and I want to tell you this a little bit because this is one of those. I had one of those people on the line that like those older people who just they can't stop talking. They cannot stop talking about shit. Like it's almost like you, Maxwell, when you're telling a story. You know, it's like
I was gonna say Jerkman's mom.
But I got 2 more bites of the pizza left. Hold on.
Take those 2 bites. So this was the past Tuesday, the 17th, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
St. Patrick's.
All right. Okay, man, that's but I know what you're talking about because we got some people at work that call in that sometimes just rattle, and you're just like, shut the fuck up.
This guy's like, yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
They telecuff you, man.
Yeah.
You know,
but he, and I don't mind because I'm just sitting there taking a call. He hasn't even gotten to the point of his call. I think it's just a simple password reset for my job. I work at home. I'm sitting here chilling in my living area, and I get a knock at the door while he's on the phone. I'm like, oh well, I can't answer that. I'm on the phone. I get a knock and it's more urgent on the door. So I'm like, excuse me, sir, can I put you on a very brief hold? He's like, well, why you got to put me on hold? I'm like, well, I'm sorry, sir. I'm having a little technical difficulties here. And I'm like, who the hell is this? I'm like, who the hell's knocking on my door? I thought it might have been my brother, who also moved out. He lived here for a couple months and moved out. He moved back in with
his buddy.
With his buddy, which is great for him. And, I think it's the best thing possible in a lot of ways. So I open the door and it's a cop.
Oh, great.
And he goes, do you know Mike next door? And I go, well, yeah. He goes, he passed away.
Oh, shit. Let me guess. He killed himself.
And he goes, get this, dude. Well, first of all, I'm going, holy shit, because I've known this guy for 3 years. I've lived here since 2012, July, basically 2.5, 3 years.
He's probably your first neighbor. First neighbor you got to meet, right?
Yeah, of course. I see him. I hung out with him. I watched the Super Bowl with him in 2013, and I've hung out in his apartment. I've had like that night we talked for 2 hours. We talked. So I try to talk him down a little bit sometimes.
Oh yeah.
And he goes, yeah. He said, was he a heavy drinker or anything? I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, oh shit, is his body in the fucking room next door? And then he goes, I go, is he? He goes, no, he's not here. And I'm like, okay. And he goes, does he drink a lot? Do you know anything about it? Can you tell me? Well, he had some issues with a hit and run and some other things. And I'm pretty like I'm starting to cry here. I'm not going, oh hey,
So at this point, you've almost forgot about your phone call. Then at that point, you're going,
oh no, I hadn't, but I can't believe I didn't actually. So while I'm eating, I'm telling you this. It's the way of life, the circle of life. So he's going, okay, do you know anything? Do you know anything? And I'm like, no, I don't. I knew that because I saw him the day before. And the funny thing is, the day before I saw him, because I heard it, he was in the kitchen area making something. So I just walked in there because I was going to get something from my fridge or whatever. And he goes, hold on a second, I'm naked. And I see him run by and close. That's the last time I saw him.
Wow, that was your.
I saw his ass. I saw his butt.
Last thing I saw was his naked ass, huh?
Yeah. So I'm sitting there going, and I'm sitting there like, whoa. And so I go, could you hold on for just a moment, and I'll be back in just a moment, okay? To the cop.
Yeah.
So I walk over and I'm sitting down and I'm just because that's rocking, man. I mean that's like instant shock.
Right.
You know someone, a friend of yours, he's a friend.
Oh yeah.
And he's gone.
Oh yeah.
And so I'm on the phone. I'm like, sir. I'm having technical difficulties. I'm going to have to transfer you to. It's like, what do you mean you have to transfer me? Why do you? And he's like fucking arguing with me.
Oh Jesus!
So I'm like,
you almost want to tell him the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I got to transfer this call. I have to transfer this call. I'm sorry. I'm having technical difficulties, which basically my mind just fucking froze, and I'm totally screwed. I'm totally just jacked. And this is literally 2 minutes after I heard this. So then I walk, something like that. I finally, I'm sorry, sir, I got to transfer you. And so then I talk to the cop again. He's like, yes. He goes, I go, where is he? He goes, well, his body was found in town. I'm like, in town? And I'm like, what the hell? So I'm like, maybe that's because Eugene is not a very big place. They don't, there's a lot of, they have fucking cats and tree stories on the news. On like, a cat was stuck in a tree, that kind of shit.
Those kind of places, yeah. Yeah. Duckerboodle town, man.
Well, get this, dude. I turn on the news at 5 o'clock. Second story up is A man was found near the train tracks in Eugene, 69-year-old man.
Oh.
Apparently, he intentionally threw himself in front of a fucking train.
Oh, shit. Wow.
Fucking train, man.
Well, that's...
Okay, now, I'm not positive. I can't, like, prove it. But it just so happens the same day the cops come by asking, because the cops wouldn't come by asking if they just found a body.
Right.
I mean, they might.
So
if someone's hit by a train,
missing. He was missing, basically, is for the first part.
They think somebody may have murdered him.
Well, no, they knew that he jumped from the train. This just happens because any time a town with a lot of trains, this train goes by all the time here.
Right.
So I think it happens all the time, but I just don't find it a coincidence that a 69-year-old man who is drunk found his body in front of a near a train. It just clicked. I just knew, and I know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
like that's got. They didn't give a name, but that was the dude.
So I'm sitting there, and so I'm just like, and of course I called in. I called in to work the next. I didn't work the next day, man. I was pretty fucked up, honestly. I'm still kind of fucked up because it's just weird. And the theme about this, the reason I'm bringing up this theme is, or not the theme, but it's just like change, man. It's like shit happens, like people die, just like. And the thing is that the landlady came by the next morning, and I guess she went in there. She went into his apartment just to look around, and she found a day planner, and it had dates and plans of stuff to do for the next couple of days, for like the next week or two, like things like planned, like appointments and
stuff.
So
it's just something that just came upon him to just
so what makes
do.
I think he got fucking swackered and just said fuck it. And said, the only time I'm going to be able to do this is to get. That's scary, dude.
So just like a drunken thought, all of a sudden to go, hey, I know I'm going to throw myself in front of the train.
And then I was looking into it more research wise, like looking at like trying to find like articles about it. And they said that the gentleman, they didn't find him near the tracks. They found him on the tracks.
Oh, yeah.
So I think the guy was, they think he might have fucking laid down
and waited
on the tracks.
So that just chopped him up.
And just died.
Damn. So he waited for the train to come. Just, I'm going to lay here and now let the train take me out.
Or he got so drunk and said, fuck it, I'm going to lay down, and passed out and just died.
Wow. So it may not even been a suicide, like intentional. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, dude, no, dude. You pass out on train tracks, I think you have an idea of what's going to happen to you.
You think, right?
But, I mean, even if you're that fucked up, you're not going to go, I'm going to lay on if you just want to lay down somewhere, you're not going to go toward, and it was really weird, but I think, I'm honestly, I have no doubt in my mind that was him. I haven't gotten exact proof because I'm not going to ask the people moving the stuff next
Hell no. Wow.
So it really kind of fucked me up. I mean,
one day they're here, man. Next day they're gone. It's just like.
But the weird thing is too, is that I'm a fucking asshole. Because part of me is like because maybe it's the way I deal with shit, but I'm like, man, he must have lost his train of thought. Like he must have gone off the wrong. He must have lost track of time.
Well, dude, you got to use humor. Even
I'm trying, man.
The funeral people, that I see at all these networking things, they're always joking about that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's just what they do.
And it's just like a way of dealing with it, but it's just fucking eerie. It's like, and it's weird. The more, like, the last couple of years, obviously, I had some deaths in my family and stuff, and this is obviously not as comparable as my father or my, in a way, it's more shocking because it's so boom, like my grandpa was.
Right.
But the nature, I know how shock feels now. I know that feeling of just that numb. It's almost like your ears are stuffed with cotton.
Yeah.
Like your whole head is stuffed with cotton. I don't know if that makes any sense, but everything's kind of quiet.
Yeah, and you just don't react. The way you don't scream, you don't lose it, but yet your body's going, huh? What? Well, is this real, man?
And it was just a really fucked up thing. So I'm thinking I'm analyzing myself like the other day, like today, like I'm looking, I'm saying I just like fucked up shit. I'm not a religious person, obviously, so I know my mind is my own.
Right. Like,
why do I think this fucked up shit? And I was thinking today, I wonder if he has any ice cream. And I'm like, dude, what are you going to do? Raid a dead man's freezer? And I just started laughing my ass off. Like,
it's just your way of dealing and coping with it.
I mean, I'm laughing because it is funny, but, I mean, it's just your way of coping, man.
And most of us, me, you, I'm sure Maxwell, we deal with it with humor. That's kind of just what we do.
Yeah.
Or just laughing to myself. Like, I would never obviously say anything,
right.
Or, mention anything, about that. That would be terrible. I mean, to do.
I mean, we make Jerkman. We know Jerkman
make answer jokes and shit.
Yeah, Jerkman's not in the best of health, but we make fun of it because it helps us deal with shit. We may lose them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's just life is fucking crazy like that. Like now, think about this. My whole lifestyle here could change. I mean, Mike and I, we literally share a kitchen. I mean, you haven't seen. I mean, it's. I could walk over and knock on my door. That's just the kitchen. It's literally a small. It's like a small room. I live in a room that's enough size to have a.
Probably about the size of the studio here that we're in.
Probably. And just going in the kitchen is fucking weird, man. Because I just hear silence from the other apartment, and I used to hear TV sometimes, or him talking to his friends online, or on Skype or whatever, or talking on the phone, or his phone ringing, or. And because I think what happened was on Tuesday, I think they found his wallet, on his body, and then talked to me about it. Oh. And I don't know. The whole thing is just really weird. And then his family came by, and everybody was. I mean, Wednesday was terrible. Wednesday was terrible.
So did you actually talk to his family? Were you doing all that, or?
Well, I went in yesterday because I said, hey, I just want to let you guys know I'm very sorry for your loss, and I just want to let you know that all the stuff on his side, there's nothing on my side of the apartment, of the kitchen that is his, because maybe he has a good friend. Hey, can I put this over here?
Right. Right.
I'm just like, everything's over there is his. Mine is, we kept it really, really even and neat like that. And it's just, and then they were there, and they were really like kind of, not cheerful, but like, okay. They didn't seem.
Where'd they find his wallet at?
I don't know. Huh. I would think on him, they didn't know who he was, because on the news they said he might be homeless. It might be a homeless man.
Oh.
But
wow.
I don't think it was a homeless man. I think it was him. Matter of fact, I can just about guarantee it. Damn. Because someone mentioned it. Like, I heard someone say he got hit by a train. Like, how do you fucking? That's a way to go, man. 69, you're like, fuck it, like, just get hit by a fucking train. Like, well, some people, yeah.
Man, that's.
And I guess the cops said there were reports of him staggering around the area, around town or something like that, or down, the area where he died or something.
Damn. So,
and yeah.
So earlier he was just kind of walking, and wow, this wasn't even a really contemplated suicide.
I don't think so, because I think it was just like a spur of the moment fucking thing, and I don't know because he said he was only getting probation because he was really worried about getting time, because he literally hit and run, like they're like free. He should have gotten time.
Right.
But they delayed it so long, and he was an older person, so I think kind of made it lenient for him.
Shit.
But still, you're like sitting there, and you're thinking, okay, everything's gonna be all right, man. You got probation. I was like, all right, dude, you got probation. That's cool, man. You dodged a bullet. He's like, yeah. And then the day before, he's running, and I think he had like a whore in his apartment. He does. I think he does that. I think he goes and gets whores.
Is that why he was naked?
Yeah, I think he was getting some alcohol. Why would you be naked at 3 p.m. on a Monday?
I mean, you really got to go though. I mean, if this shit's going on, and it's being postponed, it's fucking with your mind even more. Some of us that shit goes on, just keeps playing over and over in our head again. Like we're on like a one-track mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. And on that note, fuckers, we'll be right back.
Hey, by the way, guys.
Yeah?
Fuck you.
Fuck you too.
Toot.
Hey, most people don't plan to fail, but a lot of people fail to plan, and it really don't have to be like that. What you know about an IRA or a tax-deferred 401k? What you gotta pay to the government? Ever heard of a tax-exempt retirement? That's info most folks don't know. What you gonna do if you live too long? What you gonna do if you die too soon? Can your spouse afford the house? Will your family go bankrupt if you get sick? You got a plan in place to cover medical debt? I'm not talking about Advil. I'm speaking on long-term ill. You ever seen a bill from that home where Big Mama went to live? It's like $73,000 a year. How you gonna pay for that? 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 You work hard every day, but you really don't like it. You're looking at a retirement crisis. Got a good education, got a good job, got the age and the time, but still got robbed in 2008 when the market crashed. Wanna tell your boss to kiss your bus pass, but you can't cause you upside down and your savings on life support right now. Said you can't cause you upside down and your savings on life support right now. So you wake up in the morning and you put on your game face. Then you run out the house late, headed to the same place. On the bus like I'm stuck in your core like I'm stuck. What you need is a solution, more income and less confusion. What you gonna do, where you gonna go, who you gonna talk to get the info and get money. You can talk to me, you can talk to me, we got what you need, or you can join the team. Build yourself, then build your wealth by sharing what you learn with somebody else. Each one, teach one how money works. Stay compliant so nobody gets hurt. Move like a union, be ambitious. We all independent, follow the system. Move like a union, be ambitious. We all independent, follow the system. Hey, this is Travis. This song was recorded to get your attention. I have some powerful financial information that you should hear. The things that you need to put in place for a solid financial foundation in case you live too long, die too soon, if you become disabled or need to go into a home, or if you simply need access to a tax-free supplemental retirement or emergency fund. We have the information to put these proper plans in place in case any of these things happen. Contact me at my email. That's TKEETONWFG@gmail.com. That's TKEETONWFG@gmail.com. Let's set up an appointment, sit down at the kitchen table or coffee shop somewhere. I'll show you the information. If you have the need and the means, let's get it done. Or if you're looking for a business with a great compensation plan and a proven system, you should join the team. I know this business isn't for everyone, but it's one of those rare situations where if we all follow the system, it can be a win for all involved. The companies win, the clients win, or the families win, the brokers win. We're entrepreneurs, we're our own bosses. Everyone is a broker. We can make good money and travel around the world on the company's dime. Let's at least try to do it.
If you're a fan of hip-hop and R&B, join me, the Bruh Ren, for a full non-stop hour of back-to-back slappers. Back-to-back slappers. Where the playlist spans from genres like R&B, soul. R&B, soul. I love you. You are my girl. And hip-hop bangers like. 25 sitting on 25 mil, I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Rest in peace, Mac Dre. I'ma do it for the bay, okay? Getting paid, we'll holler whenever that stop. My team good, we don't really need a mascot. Classic throwbacks, life.
Well, I'm peeping and I'm creeping and I'm creeping, but I damn near got caught, cause my beeper kept beeping. Now it's time for me to make my impression felt. So sit back, relax, and strap on your seatbelt. You've never been on a ride like this before.
Every Friday night at 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And Saturday at midnight Eastern Standard Time. Only on the Tough Love Show on JNJ.FM.
At last, the wait's finally over. Be Sick returns from a long hiatus with a brand new album entitled Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Available for digital download only.
Be Sick's no punches pulled approach on the mic gives listeners what they want, as well as gives the rap game a well-deserved kick in the ass. With such hard-hitting gems as the title track, Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Mr. Zero fucking tolerance, you fakes at your fun. My tongue's replacing the gun. My toleration is none. Fuck a buster and a bitch.
Or the laid-back, fun-filled street anthem entitled Change of Pace, featuring Ghost.
This is something to bump as a gift to the haters. So turn it up loud just to piss off your neighbors. And if you out rolling, you be getting a ticket. And if you
straight to the guts, blind to the facts.
Blind to the facts that your mind's in a trap. Blind to the facts that with time we adapt. Blind to the facts of what you don't understand. Blind to the facts by the media scans. Blind to the facts of what you read in a book. Blind to the facts of
Download your copy today of Mr. Zero Tolerance from www.cdbaby.com or go to www.cdbaby.com/cd/bsick2. Download your copy today. Keep the realness in the rap game.
Yee! What up, though? It's the undeniable JT Money, a.k.a. the Bitchizer, and you tuned in to STIM Radio with Maxwell Silverhammer and GJ the Jerkman. Heavy that. And guess what? They hate hoes almost as much as I do. So don't sleep on these cats. And speaking of sleeping, don't forget to check out my new single, Hustling, from my new project, Morning Wood. It's going down heavy, baby. And speaking of being out, I'm out like a busted traffic, like you already know. Get him, Jay!
We think it's the banning of
We
speech
are
First Amendment protection
anonymous.
material.
And if you don't know, you better ask somebody. My boy Maxwell Silverhammer and my bottom bitch Jerk Man will set you straight with some good old true shit and none of that shit that irks me. Hey Maxie baby, I still got them videos. You fill my cereal port perfectly. Bitch.
Back to STIM Radio, where still two grown men skip to the loo while holding hands. Here's Maxwell in cruise control.
Bitches. Yeah.
Nice try, guys.
Did you?
I heard everything that you said on the break.
Of course we did.
Was
Of course you did.
Listen. I'm not going to let you derail this conversation, okay?
Okay.
Because he had to choose. Choose.
You know, all you could do is whistle about it.
You guys just need to blow some steam, I think.
Look.
Hey, dude, that's a really loco motive right there.
Look, we're trying to. I'm trying to be the conductor of the show here, okay? Damn.
That's coal, man. That's coal.
And you know, I know we're not all at the board. Jerkman is. You know,
but all at the board. Somewhat. Well, you know, it's too bad he punched his ticket in.
Oh, wow. Well, you know, it's what it is. He's stationary now.
You can't get on the train line 60 feet away from the station.
Stationary.
Was that?
That's Brad, dude.
Was that Brad? Hey, you know, I said another one today that was pretty Brad. That the Kraken had. It was something I was making a temp joke, and I said something about better watch your temperament or something, and he was like, "Oh, that's just Brad, man. Come on."
I mean, that was terrible after that break. Too bad there was no break. Okay, all right.
Man.
So yeah, but,
you know, I know what you're saying though, man. Because actually, I don't know if I told you about the conversation I had with Steve at Super Bowl. Steve and G Motors, because they both were over watching the Super Bowl. And Steve, I guess, had put a bunch of money. It was like a pool with him and a bunch of other guys that they put a bunch of money in, and they were going to, bet on the Super Bowl. And he had an opportunity to win a lot of money. And I guess he did. But he goes, yeah, man. He was like, he said, if I'm alive next year, I'll let you guys get in on it too. And then G Motors pipes up and says, well, you remember, I won't even be here next year. So it's kind of like, oh, shit. So here it is. I'm sitting here with these two guys now. We're watching the Super Bowl. We're friends. And, shit's never going to end. And yet next year, G Motors.
It always changes, man. That's the only constant, dude, is change. And that's the theme. That's life.
Yeah, I guess so.
And we have to change, too, at the times. Like, I can't drink anymore, man, really. I can, but you ever wake up now, dude, like, and you just feel like not just like shit, but like completely depressed, and it's like,
oh yeah, the whole day, man, and all you do is sleep, and you're just like, what did I do today? Fucking nothing. I was a waste.
Wasted day, and you're like, I don't feel that great. I don't want to do this. I don't want to go out. Like, you have plans to do stuff, and you go, I don't want to do that. I'm like, why?
Yeah, and even stuff like with your family, you don't want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like my mom will call and want to go to dinner or something, and I'm like, Not tonight, Mom. I kind of have some other stuff I need to do.
When really you're gonna sit around and eat a can of chili and fucking just.
Yeah, and get on fucking Experience Project or something, you know.
Yeah, because you don't want to deal, and it's like I think I'm at that point, man, where I'm like,
But you know, you wonder. And Jerkman and I were talking about this outside. Was it? You think it's the drinking itself, or do you think it's the environment, just the world the way it is now, man? Because fuck. Just to do anything, it's like some bullshit now. You know what I'm saying? There's always some fucker that's gonna cause trouble, or just.
I think it's both. I think he was very lonely, and I think he kind of got estranged from his family. And of course, second guessing, like, what could I have done? Maybe if I was more of a friend and stuff. But then again, did I really want to do that?
Yeah.
No, I didn't. And if I had wanted to do that, would have made a difference. Because if I had wanted to do that and he died, how much more would I have been fucked up?
Right. You're closer to him then. If you decided
it's like it's a double-edged sword. And I didn't want, there's times where he was sitting in the fucking dark and he's like, hey, you want a beer? I'm like, and I'll sit down for like a half hour. And I'm like, oh, well, I gotta go fucking do something fun.
Man.
Well, and maybe I should have stayed and stuck around, but would that have made a difference?
But then you feel that guilt after that, thinking about it, yeah.
Yeah, like I should have stayed and had that beer with him or something.
Would it have done nothing? You don't really know.
It don't really know, so it doesn't really matter. It's a stupid thought, just like anything. Thinking about the past, like thinking about what you could have done, like.
Yeah.
And that's what he got wrapped up in, and I think that girl. I think that girl just because I don't know how he was, because that's the weird thing too. See, because when I first moved in, about a month, like right around that time, they had first started talking to each other. So I don't know what he was like before Kim.
Huh.
I don't know what he was like before all the drama and bullshit and the 911 call that I had to make.
Do you think that he was majorly in love with her, or do you think it was just?
I think he was lonely, and I think she was younger, and I think she wanted someone. He's like most dudes, man, especially older dudes. I want to provide, throw money at chicks, and that's what you do. That's how you get girls.
Shit,
you
dude.
throw money at them.
Think we're gonna end up that way as lonely old fuckers?
Oh no, no, because we already know that's bull.
Yeah.
Because I know that's bullshit. I don't think I'm gonna end up a lonely fucker because I know. I don't know. I think I have enough friends and enough people that and I don't even know. Like I don't know about his funeral. Like I don't want to go to a funeral. I hate funerals. I can't stand them. So if there is a funeral, I'm not gonna go.
Right.
But if there is a funeral, because part of me is like, I don't want to go to a funeral where there's like not many people, if there are.
Right.
And because I don't paying respects to the dead is not something I believe is very, especially when most of the time the funerals are all, about God and not about the person.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing that kind of fucks with me a little bit with funerals. But if it's somebody I know, you know what I'm saying, then I'll go to their shit. But I hate when somebody tries to make me go to a funeral of somebody I really didn't know that well.
Yeah. I'd have to get down there, and if I had to work, I would have to deal with that. And I just don't like that kind of thing. I never have. But it just makes you think like now, because see that it's not just that he's gone; it's what happens now.
Right.
Like who do I get? Who's gonna be the new person who I'm gonna have to share a kitchen with?
Yeah.
However long.
They may be even more fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, at least. Well, see, the thing is, at least Mike was cool. Mike didn't give a shit about what I did. He never complained. We got along. We'd say we had good. What if I don't?
Right.
What if it's like that fucker next to my brother who used to complain about him slamming the toilet seat?
That guy that was that came over on Christmas and yelled at you guys and.
Yeah.
That's...
What if it's someone like that who's just a fucking annoying? What if it's someone who's just batshit? Because there's a lot of people this is not a high income area, obviously.
What if it's the woman of your dreams that moves in next door?
Oh yeah, think about it positive, man.
Do you think I haven't? But yeah. I'm not gonna. I don't think that way that much anymore. But I thought, hey, it's just a cool chick, then that'd be fucking nice,
Yeah, right.
But I'm not gonna think about that.
Maybe he died for your happiness.
Yeah, maybe the chick that was. Yeah, who's making room for you, man?
What's his name? Jesus Mike?
Yeah. Maybe it's Mike Moses.
Moses.
He walked on water.
Yeah, dude, he died. He died on the crossroads.
For your sins.
At the cross. That's great. Yeah. The crossing.
The crossing, yeah.
That's kind of funny because I bet you if he was alive and you told him that, he wouldn't have seen it coming.
Oh.
Well, who knows? Because he died, you could be the next Bill Gates.
Oh, geez, that was bad, dude. Bad, wow. Dude. No. That was terrible, dude.
Oh man, but anyway,
Man.
well,
Making me horny.
who knows, man? Who knows what the hell? Change happens for a fucking reason, I guess, and
And that's why you're gonna have to accept certain things. Like I know you love the Kraken. He's the Kraken's an awesome dude, but he's gonna be moving on sooner or later, right?
Yeah, well, we talked about that. He's talking about for the summer applying for jobs and shit like that.
Yeah.
And sometimes you're just like, fuck, god damn it, why can't we coast for a little bit? You know what I'm saying?
That's the thing. But you have for a year at least. It's been a year now.
Oh yeah, he's been there for a year, but
Yeah.
I would hope to have him for longer if I could. I mean,
Oh, I know he'll stay as long as you need, but he's a young man.
Yeah.
You can't just be sticking around,
Well, and the thing is, I mean, I've been fortunate to have great assistants, but that's the point. When you try to go look for other motherfuckers, they're horrible. I told you knew about the one chick we hired that was fucking married to the tweaker guy that was selling his medicine and all that crazy shit.
Yeah, exactly. So, and that's the thing. That's what I don't want the tweaker chick or tweaker guy, because that could very well happen in this area, and it's not because it's a terrible area. I feel completely comfortable here. I leave my door unlocked most of the time when I go out.
Well, that's just here. This brings me to something else. Kind of going to my Carson City trip. When I was in Carson City and people would approach me and talk to me and all that, it felt genuine. You felt like, and I don't know, because I haven't lived anywhere else, so I'm a little bit disadvantaged. Maybe Cruise Control, you can help me out. Jerkman, you can help me out a little bit. Mm-hmm. But, when I was up there in Carson City and people would talk to me, I wouldn't get this defensive, what do you want? When people approach me now and want to talk, I'm like, what do they want? What's their agenda?
Yeah,
like on your post
what's
today?
in it for them, right?
Yeah, exactly. What did you say, Jerkman?
You mean like on that fucking post you put up today?
Oh, what about the motherfuckers?
Yeah.
No, I was talking about the.
God, that is that is a pet peeve of mine. God damn it, we can talk about that later on. But.
We can get into that because I saw someone's post and I'm just like, oh Jesus,
I could tell.
The fuck is the point of that?
That's attention horrorism at its finest, dude.
Yeah, exactly. And we all know somebody like that.
We all got them.
But anyway, no, I'm just saying when somebody approaches me out here. Right away, my alarm goes on. What do they want? Why are they even talking to me? Where up there, people would come up and talk, and I was
because you didn't know them up there, you felt more at ease.
Maybe so. I mean, how is it? Like when
your own town, you feel like people are closing in on you after a while. When you move away, you get that fresh start. You don't know any of these people, so you feel more comfortable around not knowing. They know nothing about you. You know nothing about them.
So
and plus, it's part of your mindset, dude, because you're a Vegas guy. So you're thinking, oh, Carson City's a little town. They're going to be all nice and homely and happy, and they're going to be all, come and have some cake with me, boy. I'm going to bring some brownies to this, whatever, whatever.
Right. Yeah, but
that's the way I felt here. Well, it's different here, but it's more hippie-ish here now. I've got the vibe here now.
How do you feel when you're approached, though? I mean, if some random stranger comes up and talks to you, are you
expecting to ask me for money?
Oh, really? So you are a little bit on edge then?
Oh yeah, this place is in some ways. In other ways, it just depends. Like they're either asking for money or tell you about the spirits and the cats and some shit like that.
What about Pennsylvania, Jerkman? Did you feel
when I moved here? No, it was totally different too. It was that first at ease, like. But after living here so long, now this has became the place that puts me on edge.
So what you guys are saying, that it's not just Vegas, it's everywhere.
Yeah.
It's familiarity breeds contempt, man.
Yeah.
Because you get used to how people are there, and so you get defensive in the ways you need to protect yourself from those people.
Right.
Exactly right.
Huh. So like Vegas, we both I could go back to Vegas right now, and I already know Vegas, so how to defend. I'm not gonna let the hucksters and the slicksters and no, they're not going to fuck with me. So if there's any up here, I'll know them too. That's the cool thing about living in different places.
Right.
Is that you pick up on different kinds of attitudes. So like if I get the huckster and the slickster here, hey, I'll be like, dude, I live in Vegas, fucker. You can't fade me.
Right. So
just like if I was in Vegas and got the hey, it's all like head hands like Claire. If I hung out with Claire and Dawn, I'd be like, oh yeah, you guys are UG Knights, so loving and caring, and then they won't show up when you need them, that kind of shit.
Oh, so they fucked you over in the end, did they?
No, I just had that vibe, like oh, they're so we're gonna go drive off somewhere. It's like, well, you have to pay this and do this. Oh no, I don't have to do that. Yes, you do. Now it's always somebody else, or it's always like unions and other people fighting for got to save it because of just the same old bullshit mentality.
Yeah,
it's the same thing up here. There's a lot of that up here, or organic fucking shit. I only eat fucking tofu and boobaloo, and you know.
Or then, here too, you got a lot of pyramid schemers, that want to
Yeah,
get you
exactly what I'm
involved in their
saying.
shit.
Get rich quick, because that's what Vegas is about. Vegas
Right.
is all about get rich. While here it's about save the world and eat vegan and grass fed and amazing beers, which are amazing.
So here they're for your money. Maybe up there they're more for your mind, then, huh?
Yeah, or your spirituality, or your political mind,
Right,
or
right.
just your way of life,
Well,
they don't even allow plastic. I have to save plastic bags.
Oh,
They don't allow them here. They only have paper.
Oh shit! So
Yeah.
when you go to the grocery store, you have to bring a bag.
I bring a bag. I have not a plastic one, but I have a cloth bag that has handles and it has Oregon ducks on the side. And you buy them at the store, like dollar a piece, and you just bring them and fill them up.
Shit.
It's actually you're like, whoa, but it actually makes sense if you think about it. I mean, it's not a bad thing. Why not bring your own fucking bag and not have to waste all the plastic bags?
Or have them bagging your grocery. I don't know. Just
That's another thing too. You assimilate yourself too, because I guarantee you, Jerkman went back to Pennsylvania and hung out. People go, God, you got a lot of Vegas in you.
Yeah, they would. Exactly, they would. Yeah.
I assume that all Pennsylvanians sound like that. Hey, I got a lot of Vegas in you.
Well, they do. They or they're going like that. Oh yeah, you got a lot of Vegas, and you.
G Motors is from. G Motors could fit it in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, he could.
Dude, yeah, dude.
That's
that's the thing. G Motors will never get all the Canada out of them, dude.
No.
And if his buddy comes down, he can more back in him.
That's you know what though? Who knows, man? Maybe he will fit in Mississippi. I don't know.
No, he'll be fine. He'll be fine. He'll meet some Southern girl in a white trash. It'll fit right in, dude.
She'll chew. He'll chew.
Jeff. I'm sorry. G Motors is the most white trash, high upbringing Canadian I've ever met in my life.
Now watch, I'll get a text.
He is, man. And if he listens, it's a good thing, man. He's himself. He blends in with everything, and he's genuine, man. Remember G Motors is genuine.
That's true.
The problem is if you get the text, they'll say "fuck you, Jerkman."
No, I'm sure he'll say something about cruise control somewhere.
Because every time
he actually listens to the show. I didn't even realize that.
Oh yeah, he does.
Well, shout out to G Motors, man. I hope you're having a good night, man.
He almost did the show, but he called me too late, man. And I couldn't cancel my ride, so I'm like, damn. I wish you would have hit me earlier.
Well, that's the thing. Like he's got that, and like you've got, you're all Vegas, dude. Obviously.
Oh fuck! I was born and raised here. I mean,
you don't have a lick of anywhere else in you. Now, I've got a little bit of San Diego for a short time there. I've got a little bit of other places, that I've lived. Like a little, but I'm mainly Vegas. But you get like it rubs off on you, and then you rub off on and it rubs off on you positive and negative, because like you said, you're like, what do you want? Like, what are you trying to get from me?
Yep. Actually, it was funny. The crackhead and I had a little, not an argument, but it was kind of. He was asking me today because we went into the 7-Eleven, man, and some fucker was standing out there asking for money again, and after a while, dude, you just get tired of it, and you're like, again, fucking these people, and so he was like, man, you seem to have a little vendetta when it comes to like panhandlers and people like that. And I'm like, man, dude, it's just they piss me the fuck off, like, because the attitude is, give me your money. If you have money on me, you should give it to me. Well, why? What makes you entitled to the money that I made? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Why should I give that to you? Why not? And here, that's another thing. I think a part of the big reason too, and you can explain this to the Kraken as well, is that I'm not saying as a blind man, as a black man. Yeah. As a blind man, you're expected to take money for free. Just have it. Get it to you.
Exactly.
So when someone asks you, you're like, fuck you. I'm not giving you my shit because I earned this shit. I didn't take it from anybody else. I got it from myself, and I earned it.
Well, and even take it a step further, I'm going to use an old theory that you gave me years ago, man. You know how, remember we were saying, why do I always find these people that always want money from me and shit like that? And we couldn't, and your theory was because they see me as a blind person, so they think that I'm going to be a little more sympathetic. Because, it's like, hey, man, you've been downtrodden,
you should
man.
Be. You have no eyes. You should feel for the world.
Yeah, exactly. That kind of shit, So
you should literally feel for the world, right, Jerkman?
So yeah, the fact that they see me as a blind person is an easy target. Like, oh, well, he's been downtrodden. He knows what it's like to have society fucking. When really, a lot of that shit is their own doing. You know, they put themselves there.
Absolutely, and that's the thing, and that's the new generation. It's never anybody else, and that's even Kraken's got it.
Oh yeah.
It's never your fault for the shit you have. See, I'm part of the, at least in my mind, my generation, at least for me, and we barely missed this bullet, and I'm glad about that.
Oh, fuck you.
That's about responsibility.
Personal responsibility.
About personal responsibility. So when I go look at myself and I go, why am I don't go, it's because society told me, and because of my age. It's because I fucked up. And if I'm not happy with myself, then guess what?
Whose fault is that? Yep.
It's mine. In today's, it's never your fault, man. You can always find someone to blame. It's your, and you notice how every single aspect of personality is now a mental disorder.
Oh yeah.
So you can't concentrate. It's not because you're not focusing. It's because you have some kind of problem.
Yeah, you have concentration disorder.
You're depressed.
Dyslipia.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, fucking dyslipia. That's what you got.
Yeah, if you're depressed all the time, it's not because you have a shitty attitude. It's because you were mentally no.
And if you can't sleep at night, you have restless leg syndrome.
Oh, that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, your legs move all the time. You know.
Yeah. So you gotta. It can't be. You can't be you. It's got to be something wrong with you that can be fixed by some medicine or something. It's not actually you though, because see, when they say that, it's never them. It's like, well, this isn't my fault. This is my the And so therefore you can't take responsibility for yourself, just like trigger warnings and all that bullshit, you know? Like,
I'm an alcoholic because it's in my genes.
Oh yeah, it's in my blood.
It's in my blood. No, it's not. It's in your mind.
No, the alcohol is in their blood.
Yeah, that's true. It's in their blood once they drink it.
And there may be dispositions toward addictions and stuff like that, but there's dispositions toward fucking raping, and 99% of the population doesn't rape.
Oh yeah, but they'll start blaming that too. Sex offenders will be like, well,
they already do.
Yeah,
they already do. Yeah.
Yeah. And they'll say, "Oh, I raped because I was raped," and all this kind of shit.
Unless they're a woman, unless they're a man, then they're of course evil. But that's a different story.
Oh yeah. Which by the way, there was a Feels Before Reels situation. I posted about it the other day on Facebook. Somebody was on Experience Project had made some. They post questions, and they said, "How did you feel after your first cut? Do you regret it?" Mine was a 50-50. So of course I wrote on there and I said, "Are you talking about cutting yourself?" I said, "If so, that's fucking stupid, and I'm sorry. It's you shouldn't be doing it or whatever." And they wrote and they were like, "Please don't write those things like that to me. I don't want to be judged if you don't know my story."
Yeah, see, no one wants to be judged because being judged means you have to take responsibility for your actions.
But you posted it
and
publicly.
That's a judgment.
Of
course, but she was because she wanted everyone to go, "Wow. Oh, cutting. Oh, my God. Well, you don't understand my experience. I understand that you're taking a fucking medal to yourself and cutting yourself open. You're a fucking idiot. Okay?
It's a personal choice.
30 years ago, that would have been considered fucking deranged and idiotic. Now, because it's mentally illness, it's being accepted.
Right.
Oh, that's part of culture. No, it's called fucking stupid. Well, attention, horse shit.
It's like, okay, and she even said, if you don't know my story, then you shouldn't judge me or something. It's like, your story, okay, now what can justify cutting yourself? Well, in anything, I don't give a fuck how bad things get.
She was testing out the Ginsu to make sure that she wasn't getting ripped off. She would make sure it could cut to the bone with the one easy slice.
She was testing out the attention radar to see how much. Because here's the thing about cutting: it's instant. People see a cut on your arm.
What happened?
What do you do?
Yeah.
Well, I cut myself. Why? Because I have reptidiptoflecticutticlist, and I just did it, man.
You have that too,
I've got
Cruz. You have it too.
Yeah, apparently he does.
He's talking about it a lot. I think you're not going to go in front of a train or anything, are you?
No. I'm not loco. My motives are different. So.
Oh fuck, man. On that note, we'll be right back, bitches.
All right. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Hey, most people don't plan to fail, but a lot of people fail to plan, and it really don't have to be like that. What you know about an IRA or a tax-deferred 401k? What you gotta pay to the government? Ever heard of a tax-exempt retirement? That's info most folks don't know. What you gonna do if you live too long? What you gonna do if you die too soon? Can your spouse afford the house? Will your family go bankrupt if you get sick? You got a plan in place to cover medical debt? I'm not talking about Advil, I'm speaking on long-term ill. You ever seen a bill from that home where Big Mama went to live? It's like $73,000 a year. How you gonna pay for that? 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 You work hard every day, but you really don't like it. You're looking at a retirement crisis. Got a good education, got a good job, got the age and the time, but still got robbed in 2008 when the market crashed. Wanna tell your boss to kiss your bus pass, but you can't cause you upside down and your savings on life support right now. Said you can't cause you upside down and your savings on life support right now. So you wake up in the morning and you put on your game face. Then you run out the house late, headed to the same place. On the bus like I'm stuck, 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 stuck. In your core like I'm stuck, 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 stuck. What you need is a solution, more income and less confusion. What you gonna do, where you gonna go, who you gonna talk to get the info and get money? You can talk to me, you can talk to me, you can talk to me. We got what you need, or you can join the team. Build yourself, then build your wealth by sharing what you learn with somebody else. Each one, teach one how money works. Stay compliant so nobody gets hurt. Move like a union, be ambitious. We all independent, follow the system. Move like a union, be ambitious. We all independent, follow the system. Hey, this is Travis. This song was recorded to get your attention. I have some powerful financial information that you should hear. The things that you need to put in place for a solid financial foundation in case you live too long, die too soon, if you become disabled or need to go into a home, or if you simply need access to a tax-free supplemental retirement or emergency fund. We have the information to put these proper plans in place in case any of these things happen. Contact me at my email. That's TKEETONWFG@gmail.com. That's TKEETONWFG@gmail.com. Let's set up an appointment, sit down at the kitchen table or coffee shop somewhere. I'll show you the information. If you have the need and the means, let's get it done. Or if you're looking for a business with a great compensation plan and a proven system, you should join the team. I know this business isn't for everyone, but it's one of those rare situations where if we all follow the system, it can be a win for all involved. The companies win, the clients win, or the families win, the brokers win. We're entrepreneurs, we're our own bosses. Everyone is a broker. We can make good money and travel around the world on the company's dime. Let's at least try to do it.
If you're a fan of hip-hop and R&B, join me, the Bruh Ren, for a full non-stop hour of back-to-back slappers. Back-to-back slappers. Where the playlist spans from genres like R&B, soul. R&B, soul.
I love you. You are my girl.
Hip-hop bangers like. Hip-hop bangers like.
25 sitting on 25 mil, I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Rest in peace, Mac Dre. I'ma do it for the bay, okay? Getting paid, we'll holler whenever that stop. My team good, we don't really need a mascot.
Classic throwbacks, life.
Well, I'm peeping and I'm creeping and I'm creeping. But I damn near got caught, cause my beeper kept beeping. Now it's time for me to make my impression felt. So sit back, relax, and strap on your seatbelt. You've never been on a ride like this before.
Every Friday night at 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And Saturday at midnight Eastern Standard Time. Only on the Tough Love Show on J&J.FM.
At last, the wait's finally over. Be Sick returns from a long hiatus with a brand new album entitled Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Available for digital download only.
Be Sick's no punches pulled approach on the mic gives listeners what they want, as well as gives the rap game a well-deserved kick in the ass, with such hard-hitting gems as the title track, Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Mr. Zero fucking tolerance, you fakes at your fun. My tongue's replacing the gun. My toleration is none. Fucking buster and a bitch.
Or the laid-back, fun-filled street anthem entitled Change of Pace, featuring Ghost.
This is something to bump as a gift to the haters. So turn it up loud just to piss off your neighbors. And if you out rolling, you be getting a ticket. And if you
Straight to the guts, blind to the facts.
Blind to the facts that your mind's in a trap. Blind to the facts that with time we adapt. Blind to the facts of what you don't understand. Blind to the facts by the media scams. Blind to the facts of what you read in a book. Blind to the facts of
Download your copy today of Mr. Zero Tolerance from www.cdbaby.com or go to www.cdbaby.com/cd/bsick2. Download your copy today. Keep the realness in the rap game.
Yee! What up, though? It's the undeniable JT Money, a.k.a. the Bitchizer, and you tuned in to STIM Radio with Maxwell Silverhammer and GJ the Jerk Man. Heavy that. And guess what? They hate hoes almost as much as I do. So don't sleep on these cats. And speaking of sleeping, don't forget to check out my new single, Hustling, from my new project, Morning Wood. It's going down heavy, baby. And speaking of being out, I'm out like a busted traffic like you already know. Get him, Jay!
We think it's the banning of
We are
First
anonymous. And if you don't know, you better ask somebody. My boy Maxwell Silverhammer and my bottom bitch Jerk Man will set you straight with some good all true shit and none of that shit that irks me. Hey Maxie baby, I still got them videos. You fill my cereal port perfectly. Bitch.
Back to the STIM Radio Show where the two guys on it claim they've been probed by more than one alien.
Oh, yeah. It's true, man.
Actually, yes, I have.
Yeah. Uh-huh. And let me tell you.
Multiple aliens.
One had like big metallic fingers, though, that were really... they weren't... The bedside manner of the guy just wasn't...
Must have been a gray.
Oh.
Man, the alien I had, man, he probed my caboose. So...
Ah, man. Well, hopefully you're...
had to keep it going, right?
Hopefully your luggage rack wasn't open.
Yep, got to keep on going.
Oh, of course, man. Keep on going.
At the end of this show, we're going to say we railroad this all the way through.
Hey, well, you know what? I mean, the train's got to keep moving, man.
It's true.
So,
wow. You guys are sad people.
Yeah, we're just rumbling along. What can I say? So.
Yeah.
Anyway, but so yeah, feels before reels, man. That's it's just kind of funny to see people. Nobody takes fucking.
You see it in action, and then you notice that the more I've talked about it, the more you start seeing it more and more and more.
Oh yeah. Well,
feels before reels, like my experience trumps everything. I can do whatever I want.
Well, and speaking of kids, Jesus, I went one of my coworkers when I was up there, and I went out to dinner with her and her husband. But first we went to her house, and I see her son there, and he comes out, and they're like, "Oh, why don't you say hi, Aaron?" And he was like, "Oh, well, I didn't know, So I say hi to him. I shake his hand and everything. I'm like, "You coming with us to eat?" And he's like, "No." And they're like, "Yeah, he doesn't like to go out with us and eat very much." So then we go, and then his dad starts talking about, yeah. He's like, "We've been trying to get Aaron a job." And I'm like, "Oh, yeah? How old is he?" And they're like, "Oh, he's 24. And I'm like, "Oh, is he done with college?" And they're like, "No." And they said he went one semester, and then he didn't like it, so he quit. And then the best part is on the way home, I guess he calls his dad's phone, and he's like, he puts him on speaker, and he's like, "What's up, Aaron?" And he was like, "Hey, on your way home, can you stop off and pick me up a pack of cigarettes?" It's like, go walk your ass to the store and get some cigarettes, motherfucker.
And of course they did, right?
Of course they did. It's that enabling shit.
That's why he's a 24-year-old living at home who doesn't do anything and has because it's just complete and utter. Oh well, you don't understand. He's got big to boot. I get so many calls about people. Well, my son's. That's the new thing too. My son has learning disabilities.
So
my
wait a minute.
my son has learning disabilities. My son's mentally challenged, has mental learning disabilities.
What does that have to do with what you do, though? I mean,
Well, like when people buy it, when someone has a credit card on their console and they buy $400 worth of games and on their parents' and they guess who they blame? Do they blame the kid? No. Do they blame themselves for not setting up parental controls? No. They blame us because we allowed them to do that. No.
Like you're taking advantage of my mentally.
We have things in place. There are passcodes you can put on your devices and parental controls you can have on your child's account. But no, they blame us, and they go, "Well, my child is mentally disabled, so he just doesn't understand." I'm like, "Your child is conning you, is what he's doing.
Well, it's
He's
funny.
taking you for his money. You think he doesn't know what he's purchasing something?"
Well,
I talk to him on the phone, and he's like, and so many stolen kids. Yeah, Mom, shut up, Mom. God, fucking incredible.
So you hear some of that shit going on too, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, and then of course the parents, you don't talk to me like that. It's like
That's cute though.
The kid's like whatever.
Didn't you see that new commercial where it's for one of these cellular phone companies, and they're riding down the road. Now the mother's on the one side, they're in a van or whatever. The father's on the other side, and the girl's back there. She's making faces in the camera, and then she's laughing, going LOL, and she's typing all this shit, and she's going on to the next thing, and then she's taking pictures of her, like the side of her, and all this other shit. And the dad looks at the mother, and he goes, "Wow, we are great parents."
Well, you think they were serious?
Well, no,
because they got her a phone.
They got her phone, and she's doing all this fucked up shit in the back. I mean, really fucked up shit. And they're like, they're putting it out as like, look, this is what you all need to do to be a great parent. Get your kid a fucking phone that they can go screw off.
Now
with.
wait. Let's examine. Was the woman like, or was she like, yes, we are?
Yeah, she was like, yes, we are. It was
okay.
They look like they're proud of themselves that they got their little teenager a phone.
They were able to save up some money and get her a phone so that she could grow more distance from them and everybody.
And that's what made them great parents.
Wow. Yeah, I guess that. Oh man.
Yeah.
One more reason I don't want kids. Fuck me.
One more reason you can't have kids.
You know what? I made that decision just for that fucking reason.
You know, you're selfish.
Yeah. Oh, that's it. People call me selfish and all kinds of other shit. You know what?
How are you selfish when you're actually giving other people more air to breathe by not having a bunch of fucking breathers?
Because he's selfish.
I'm selfish.
You have to give life to something else.
I don't want to love and give life to another being. So therefore, I'm selfish.
No. You just rather focus all your time on enjoying life and helping people be able to access things they normally wouldn't access and enrich their lives fuller by giving them the options to do so. That's all you're doing.
I know. I'm a selfish son of a bitch.
Why do you have to be selfish, not want to bring another child into this planet that's already obviously overflowing with humans and all the problems? I think you're more selfish nowadays if you bring a child into this shit.
Oh, they do, because they have kids and then they don't, they're like,
well, not even they don't take care of them. It's just the fact that knowing the way things are, and we sat here and talk about this all the time. Look how fucked up shit is. We know we're headed towards a fucking wall at 90 miles an hour with no brakes.
Yeah.
Why would you bring a kid into this shit? That's selfish, because you have to have somebody there with you that could be in the crash that you love.
Well, it's the whole, at least for 12 years they won't realize what a fuck up I am.
I've got an analogy for the way we are right now, dude.
Oh, yeah?
Okay,
yeah?
this came to me right now, like as an epiphany.
What's that?
An epiphany about the analogy between our human race and Back to the Future.
Okay.
All right. Think about it this way. Okay. Picture a Marty McFly, right?
Uh-huh.
He's got his car. He's got to get to 55 miles an hour, and he's going toward a brick wall. All right.
Uh-huh.
We have two choices that are going to happen in our society. We either going to smash into that wall and destroy ourselves, or in the nick of time, we're going to flash into the future because something's going to come along that's going to change everything in terms of stopping death or artificial intelligence, or ways of just generating food or generating something that's going to totally change everything, or else we're fucked.
Right.
Yeah. So it's like, so that's pretty much like it's like that movie. Oh my God, here we're going to hit the wall. Oh, we just saved ourselves. Or picture this: E.T. Remember E.T.
Yeah.
Jerkman and Maxwell?
Oh yeah.
When E.T. and the kids
Elliot
they're getting chased by the FBI, and there's a big roadblock in the road, and they're about to get caught, and all of a sudden we're either going to run right into the cars and get caught, or we're going to fly over the cars and be okay.
Yep.
I don't know if there's any other way. I don't know if there's a halfway point there either, but
I don't
there
think
may
so.
be.
Well,
I don't know. It's just in this internet, it's It's great. It's amazing. I love it. God knows I'm on it all the time.
But we got net neutrality kicking in soon, and it's already started.
Oh yeah, there's been some shit already with Ustream and things you can't do.
Oh really?
New
what are they doing already?
They're already putting out that because they don't believe, in a roundabout way, that they don't want people to see and hear certain things, so we're no longer allowed to do them or show them.
Like titties. Well, I mean that
was always there, but now we're not allowed to do anything that could be considered erotic or anything they deem as being what the hell did they say?
I love how they say they deem.
Let me guess the word. Offensive.
Offensive, yes.
Right.
That's it.
Right. Well,
this show's done.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I was telling Jerkman, I was like, we're going to have some problems. I already know that, so just be prepared because...
Well, I mark this as private as it goes up every time, and I don't launch it off onto the Ustream direct part of it, so hopefully we can bypass that for a little while.
Oh, yeah. Well,
but it's amazing now that the internet is no longer free because the FCC's jumped their ass into it because it was going to speed up internet for everybody. I've seen them do nothing but start to rip it apart, and they have not done anything different.
Oh, they'll just try to control. That's what government does. That's all government does. That's the whole point of government is to control.
Yep. Oh, it's
to control everything as much as possible, and we're
Well, it's kind of funny because people still don't believe it. Even there was one show who got really upset because they couldn't do the things that they've done on the show in the past, and they were blaming Jerkman and everything, and I'm going, it's big government, it's
not
big
me.
Business. That's what you got going.
Said, why wouldn't I cause myself any more headaches? Why wouldn't I just let it roll the way it was going? Why would I all of a sudden start slapping down all these new rules and regulations?
Right. Well, but see, that's it. They still don't see that as the enemy. That's the whole point. They're still looking at
because they probably some of them probably on food stamps or getting some government aid. It's like everybody is now.
Could be because
Well, I don't know if I told you this, Cruz, but I went in for child support not that long ago, and they had asked me some question on why I didn't go and take my disability for the year and go get chemo and all this other bullshit and check out what's going on and that. And I told them simply, I said, because I want to do this the way I want to do this. I do not want to be, I don't want to be in the system. Wouldn't you know it, at the end of that court hearing, court ordered me to go down and file for food stamps and stuff to get in the system.
Yeah. So now the court ordered you to get in the system.
Of course, because that's how it works.
Yep.
Wow.
I refused to jump in it, so they made me jump in it.
Yep. So you actually had to go down.
If you didn't get that, you couldn't get... Yeah, that's craziness.
It is. Yep. Government control that everybody loves. But see, the thing is, people are happy with it. That's what's sick.
It's because nobody wants to run their own life. They enjoy. They may sit back and bitch, piss, and moan a little bit, but they do truly love people making the decisions for them.
Oh, yeah. Dude, it's the loverment. They're in love with the government. It's loverment.
Yeah, and you get to not have to then, because that's the great thing is when you fuck up, guess whose fault it is?
Government.
It's not yours.
Yeah.
You didn't do it.
Just
you
something
were told
else.
to do it.
That's true. Something else to blame your fuck up on.
Yeah.
Does
that mic sound like it's going in and out?
My mic?
Yeah.
It does. I was noticing that tonight. I'm not sure.
I had to change mics.
I actually thought it was my imagination.
No, I heard a couple times a little bit of a soft sound to you. And
I
see you turn your head and feel for the mic.
Yeah, because I'm like, am I off? Am I right?
And have you ever guys noticed something as well? The inability to give a straight yes or no answer anymore.
Oh yeah, you're right. You can't just get
It's like people like, so what do you believe this happened or not? Yes or no? Well, but not gonna not yes I do or no I don't. Just
Shit.
Well,
even kids know how to spin nowadays.
Yeah. Well,
it's not just kids. It's everybody. Especially on the TV. You see it on TV a lot. Of course, like the yes or no, or do you believe in this? Do you believe he was guilty? Yes or no? Well, no. It's a very simple question. Do you believe it or do you not believe it?
That's what though. It's the inability to have your own opinion. In a lot of cases,
exactly. You got to kind of hedge the middle so that you can kind of lean either way if you need to.
Oh yeah. Well, there's been a few times I've asked people on here about what they thought of Obama, and they really kind of just dodged around it and didn't want to say. And
because were these white people or black?
No,
people?
These were black people that I figured.
Okay, so they didn't want to be betraying the trust of the. See, that's the mindset too. It's all groupthink again. Of course, I go back to this. But
totally. So
they don't want to be. They want to make me like, well, they don't want to say, well, he's fucking hasn't done shit because he hasn't done shit.
Right. because they kind of were leaning in that way. So I thought, well, maybe they don't like Obama. So I said, well, what do you think of Obama? And of course, I don't want to say that he, it's almost like they're afraid that if they do say
they
something,
are.
It's like, damn, like somebody's gonna.
They don't want to ostracize themselves from those people who just look at things by color.
Wow.
They're trying to appease the racists, basically.
Play right into their hands, huh?
Because, see, that's the thing. You think, oh, well, I'm not being racist because no, you are being racist because you're worried about what black people will think because Obama's black. If Obama were white, you wouldn't be worried about it.
Yeah, exactly. Playing right into it, man. Playing
It's a fucked up world, like, man, dude, and dude, like especially the internet. The internet allows people to congregate. I think we talked about this before too. It allows people to congregate and share their ideas and go into hug boxes.
Yeah.
And so they're just completely in their own little groupthink worlds. They believe that actually is the truth.
Actually, you know what speakerphone used to call that? Because we were talking about college and how they all sit around and kind of agree with each other. She called it intellectual inbreeding.
Oh, absolutely. That's a very good way of looking at it.
That's kind of what they have, man. Yeah, when she used that term, I was like, oh fuck! I was always wondering what that would be called.
Yeah, that's a good way of hug boxes or echo chambers or intellectual inbreeding. Yeah. The double I.
Pretty much. Speaking of speakerphone, just to derail for a second. What have you talked to her? I haven't seen her on Facebook too much.
Not much. I saw her a couple. She posts sometimes, mainly just like little goofy things, and doesn't talk much. I haven't talked to her much at all.
I haven't really. It was her birthday recently, and I didn't say anything because I didn't think she gets on anymore. Because I just don't see much from her. I don't see much from the old improv group anyway. Much.
No, not really. No, they're a different group now. It's kind of weird. It's been I haven't been there in 2 years, man.
Yeah, there's more of a change.
Christmas of 2012, 2.5 years. I haven't been there.
All new people and all new, like the old.
I was talking about Vegas. I need to get out there sometime. I'm probably gonna try to get out there in May.
Yeah, man.
After my birthday.
Be kind of cool for you to come on out, man. Hang out.
Yeah, I could see the new studio. I could see your not new anymore.
Yeah,
house.
It'll be new to you. You're gonna look at it and go, "Oh fuck!"
Yeah.
So
I bet it's completely different, huh?
Oh, totally. Yep,
it's totally different there.
Yep, I remember.
I mean, obviously the same walls are there, but the place is just totally different.
I remember when you went there, Jerkman, for the first time, and you're like,
"It's like fuck."
So, because the whole
it looks like it doesn't look like a ghetto anymore, right?
What the name? I don't know.
No, Max still lives there.
Yeah,
no,
I still live. But you talking about the house itself?
Still living on the wrong side of the tracks. Okay.
Yep. You know how it goes, man. Well, I'm just, the problem is this: I'm afraid to leave.
Afraid to leave. Oh, that was Brad. That was so bad.
I'm the king of it, man. I'm the king.
You are bad, dude.
I'm the king of those, man. That's just what I do.
So Brad, dude.
So, but
oh man, dude. Yeah, but I know you're not. It's not so you're just comfortable there, but I'm just saying the inside looks like an actual decent apartment now. Before the carpet was like AstroTurf before.
Oh no, it's not like that now. It's the carpet's nice now, and it's painted and shit. And I told you my mom was thinking of doing some more shit in there, right?
Oh, I'm sure she does. That's what moms do. She got her hands in there. Now she's like, well, let's put up some. What does she want to do now?
Well, this is kind of cool. She's like, you're gonna be there for a while, right? And I'm like, well, yeah, I don't plan on going anywhere. She's like, well, what about redoing your kitchen, like getting you some new appliances and some new countertops? And I was like, oh shit, okay. And but I guess
now here's now watch yourself, dude.
Yeah, I know somebody else warned me about this too, because once they put money into it, then they want control of it.
That's one thing. That's one thing. The other thing is watch what the kind of appliances they get for you, because how your shit works right now.
Right.
And if they get you some fucking touch screen bullshit, it's like, oh, it's a beautiful fucking look,
Well, that's it, and I would talk to her about that. Like, it would have to be something.
You would have to go down to a physical store and actually fuck around with something.
Yeah, and that's what I have to let her know. But it's been postponed because she had some tax shit, some tax stuff she had to
Yeah, I
pay.
wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, yeah. And I know she wouldn't. You know, there's nothing she can't like control you. I mean, you've got your own life and job and stuff.
Oh
but,
yeah. Well, you know, she'll
but I know
try.
what you're saying.
You know.
Yeah, I'm just thinking of the other thing, the practical aspect of it. Because man, there's some, you hate some certain fucking things.
Oh yeah, like I hate the fucking dude, and I'm still trying to learn this motherfucking iPad, by the way, and it's making no sense to me. And
no, you're very tactile. You've always has been. You're about knobs and buttons, dude.
Exactly.
I'm a knob, fucking sliders and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, not a little physical finger swipe. Do a double tap. Do a triple tap. Fucking. At one point, I accidentally turned the speech off on the son of a bitch, and I'm like, oh fuck, now what I do? And then I'm like tapping around. Oh yeah, dude, that's a hazard waiting to fucking happen, dude. I don't know how blind people. I think what it is, dude, is blind people are so. Well, we go back to the groupthink again. They're told the flavor of the month. The iPhone is the phone for the blind people. So then they believe it. Oh yeah, the iPhone. Yeah, it's great for blind people.
But I'm sure you've seen other blind people use it really well, though, right?
Oh yeah, they love it. I don't know how the fuck they learn to use it. I really don't.
Because you're like, dude, Jerkman. Another theory, man.
Right.
He's still around.
I'm here.
Another reason why he likes feet so much. Think about what feet are like. They're like little knobs and little buttons on top of like little. You can move around.
That's true. Yes.
It's almost like a typewriter or a fucking keyboard or something like that, or a teletype, whatever. What's it called? The Braille.
You're right. The type and speak. Yeah.
Yeah, type and speak. It's like you're like, oh, and you hear them going, ooh, ooh. It's just like ooh. It's like an instrument almost.
Right.
Like a very physical, tangible instrument where you're rubbing on the toes and in between the toes.
Yeah.
And you feel them back and forth from side to side, like individual parts.
Oh my God, Cruz, you might want to stop now.
Oh yeah.
He's starting to really rub his thighs here.
Keep going, man. On that note, fuckers, we'll be
Fuck you.
back. Fuck you too.
I think he's gonna go fuck himself.
I think you will.
Hey, most people don't plan to fail, but a lot of people fail to plan, and it really don't have to be like that. What you know about an IRA or a tax-deferred 401k? What you gotta pay to the government? Ever heard of a tax-exempt retirement? That's info most folks don't know. What you gonna do if you live too long? What you gonna do if you die too soon? Can your spouse afford the house? Will your family go bankrupt if you get sick? You got a plan in place to cover medical debt? I'm not talking about Advil. I'm speaking on long-term ill. You ever seen a bill from that home where Big Mama went to live? It's like $73,000 a year. How you gonna pay for that? 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 You work hard every day, but you really don't like it. You're looking at a retirement crisis. Got a good education, got a good job, got the age and the time, but still got robbed in 2008 when the market crashed. Wanna tell your boss to kiss your bus pass, but you can't cause you upside down and your savings on life support right now. Said you can't cause you upside down and your savings on life support right now. So you wake up in the morning and you put on your game face. Then you run out the house late, headed to the same place. On the bus like I'm stuck in your core like I'm stuck. What you need is a solution, more income and less confusion. What you gonna do, where you gonna go, who you gonna talk to get the info and get money? You can talk to me, you can talk to me, we got what you need, or you can join the team. Build yourself, then build your wealth by sharing what you learn with somebody else. Each one, teach one how money works. Stay compliant so nobody gets hurt. Move like a union, be ambitious. We all independent, follow the system. Move like a union, be ambitious. We all independent, follow the system. Hey, this is Travis. This song was recorded to get your attention. I have some powerful financial information that you should hear the things that you need to put in place for a solid financial foundation in case you live too long, die too soon, if you become disabled or need to go into a home, or if you simply need access to a tax-free supplemental retirement or emergency fund. We have the information to put these proper plans in place in case any of these things happen. Contact me at my email. That's tkeetonwfg@gmail.com. That's tkeetonwfg@gmail.com. Let's set up an appointment, sit down at the kitchen table or coffee shop somewhere. I'll show you the information. If you have the need and the means, let's get it done. Or if you're looking for a business with a great compensation plan and a proven system, you should join the team. I know this business isn't for everyone, but it's one of those rare situations where if we all follow the system, it can be a win for all involved. The companies win, the clients win, or the families win, the brokers win. We're entrepreneurs, we're our own bosses. Everyone is a broker. We can make good money and travel around the world on the company's dime. Let's at least try to do it.
If you're a fan of hip-hop and R&B, join me, the Bruh Ren, for a full non-stop hour of back-to-back slappers. Back-to-back slappers. Where the playlist spans from genres like R&B, soul. R&B, soul.
I loved you. You were my girl.
Hip-hop bangers like. Hip-hop bangers like.
25 sitting on 25 mil, I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Rest in peace, Mac Dre. I'ma do it for the bay, okay? Getting paid, we'll holler whenever that stop. My team good, we don't really need a mascot.
Classic throwbacks, life.
Well, I'm peeping and I'm creeping and I'm creeping. But I damn near got caught, cause my beeper kept beeping. Now it's time for me to make my impression felt. So sit back, relax, and strap on your seatbelt. You've never been on a ride like this before.
Every Friday night at 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And Saturday at midnight Eastern Standard Time. Only on the Tough Love Show on JNJ.FM.
At last, the wait's finally over. Be Sick returns from a long hiatus with a brand new album entitled Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Available for digital download only.
Be Sick's no punches pulled approach on the mic gives listeners what they want, as well as gives the rap game a well-deserved kick in the ass, with such hard-hitting gems as the title track, Mr. Zero Tolerance.
Mr. Zero fucking tolerance, you fakes at your fun. My tongue's replacing the gun. My toleration is none. Fuck a buster and a bitch.
Or the laid-back, fun-filled street anthem entitled Change of Pace, featuring Ghost.
This is something to bump as a gift to the haters, so turn it up loud just to piss off your neighbors. And if you out rolling, you be getting a ticket. And if you
Straight to the guts, blind to the facts.
Blind to the facts that your mind's in a trap. Blind to the facts that with time we adapt. Blind to the facts of what you don't understand. Blind to the facts by the media scans. Blind to the facts of what you read in a book. Blind to the facts.
Download your copy today of Mr. Zero Tolerance from www.cdbaby.com or go to www.cdbaby.com/cd/bsick2. Download your copy today. Keep the realness in the rap game.
Yee! What up, though? It's the undeniable JT Money, a.k.a. the Bitchizer, and you tuned in to STIM Radio with Maxwell Silverhammer and GJ the Jerkman. Heavy that. And guess what? They hate hoes almost as much as I do. So don't sleep on these cats. And speaking of sleeping, don't forget to check out my new single, Hustling, from my new project, Morning Wood. It's going down heavy, baby. And speaking of being out, I'm out like a busted traffic like you already know. Get him, Jay!
We think it's the banning of
We are
First Amendment protected
anonymous.
material.
And if you don't know, you better ask somebody. My boy Maxwell Silverhammer and my bottom bitch jerk man will set you straight with some good old true shit and none of that shit that irks me. Hey Maxie baby, I still got them videos. You fill my cereal port perfectly. Bitch.
Now back to the two guys that can sing in perfect harmony while washing each other's back in the shower. Maxwell Silverhammer and Cruise Control.
yeah. Choo choo.
Oh man. So we were talking about getting older, man. You know, Jerkman and I were just talking about because I said something about staying up late, and I was like, of course, staying up late is like 11:30 to us now. You know what I'm saying? Not like the days of staying up till 3 in the morning or whatever the fuck.
Not me. That's because of my lifestyle. Even now, I go to bed at like 1 at the late. Because I get up at 8. Most days I get up at 8:30 or so to go to work, or just to work.
Fuck,
so
man.
so I still stay up a little bit later.
I'm pushing it to stay up till like midnight a lot of times. I mean, every once in a while I do it, but it's rare.
Well, then again, most Saturdays you're already like fucking.
Well, that's it too. But even like tonight, well, I got to work tomorrow. I was just saying, so I can't be up too late. That's what started the whole conversation. I was like, fuck, I can't like stay up and chill tonight. And I was like, but then again, fuck, how late would I be up anyway? 11 o'clock? Then I'm in bed. Like, I don't even give a fuck about that stuff anymore. Like, hey, it's the weekend. I could stay up. I can do all this shit. And then, of course, you're up at when you don't have to work, you're up at the ass crack of dawn, 5:30, 6 o'clock. And then, of course, when you gotta work and your alarm goes off, you're just laying there going, just dude, another minute, man.
Yeah. It's like, please, just lay there. Or the worst is when you get up. It's almost worse when you get up and you look at the clock and it's like an hour until you have to get up. And you're like trying to hold it off. Like, you don't go back to sleep because you don't want to go back to sleep because you want to enjoy laying in bed going,
right, just enjoying the bed, just like, this is so comfortable.
Bed. But then you're like, and then like 30 minutes goes by, you look at the clock, you're like, no, and you're like trying to hold it off.
Yep. And then all of a sudden, your alarm goes off, and you're like, fuck.
Yeah. And you have that dream of like making a minute last like an hour. It's like you'd have like,
you have this thing in your mind. Okay, I could stretch this 5 minutes. I bet I can.
And then all of a sudden you doze off a little bit and you wake up and it's been 20 minutes. You're like, God damn it.
Or you sleep through your alarm. I did that last Saturday, and it was like, let's see, I had my alarm set for like 6 something because we had to work last Saturday too. And so I get up and it's like, and all of a sudden I'm going, what the fuck time is it? It feels late. And I'm like, 7:45, fuck, my bus will be here at like 8. So, then I'm rushing to brush my teeth and put on some deodorant and throw on some Corprana clothes real quick. So it's pretty.
You're like, how do you sleep through? I can't sleep through alarms.
Well, I just leaned over and hit it and turned it off. Is what I did.
You went,
yeah, that's what I did. I just leaned out, shut up, and then you just lay back down. I'm just gonna lay here for a second, and then you lay there, and then all of a sudden you're like, wait a minute, oh fuck, what time is it, man? It's 7:45.
Thank God you didn't wait and then have the bus miss. You would have been like,
Oh, that'd have been horrible. Oh fuck, man, that would have taken it to the throat.
So be good tonight, man. Get some good sleep.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to. So.
Plus you're so used to your schedule now. Obviously, for the last years and years, you've been doing that. So.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's like I'm not drinking tonight or anything. You know what I'm saying? So I'll probably go to bed at a decent time.
Jack off, go to bed, right?
Yeah, of course. Blow load, pass out. So although it's starting to get hot in corporate early, dude. It's like been in the 80s.
Yeah.
So
dude, it's been beautiful here, man. It's been like 70 here.
I wish it would be 70 here still, but it's been in the 80s, man. And so at home, it's like I don't want to run the air conditioner, but yet it's still fucking hot when it's time to go to sleep. It's like 78 in my house. I'm like, shit. Well, what do I do? So I'm trying to keep the windows open. Then I wind up laying on top of the covers because otherwise you're too fucking hot and you can't sleep.
You gotta get a fan, man.
I got a fan in my room. So, but
it just blows the air back on you.
Pretty much. So it's like, well, shit, do I turn on the air conditioner? That's been my little thing lately. I'll close the windows for a little bit and then put the air conditioner on like 74 and let it cool off to that temperature. And then once it's there, then I'll open the windows back up and then, it's okay. So, but
that's what happens, man. It's gonna be a hot one, dude.
Oh, it's gonna be, dude. Jesus Christ!
This winter was mild on this side on the West Coast. It was so mild.
West Coast got really mild winter, and it's like, goddamn.
Really, East Coast got destroyed, but the West Coast,
man,
we were just chilling up here. I mean, we didn't even no snow. It was just rain a little bit. Even the rain wasn't that bad. It didn't get that cold. Like right now, I've got my window open.
Yep. rain and some wind, and that's about it. And
we really haven't had weather.
No.
True weather.
Yeah.
It's been pretty much no winter. We haven't had no fucking weather, really.
No, I mean we've had weather, but it's been just
it's
warm
nothing
weather.
to speak of. I mean,
You just get wind. That's all Vegas gets is wind.
Yeah, really no winter like you used to get before. We get really cold, and we really didn't have that at all this year. Last year,
no, we didn't really have a winter. We got cheated out of winter.
Twice now.
Twice in a row.
Yeah.
Because even February was starting to get pretty fucking warm.
Remember we were out at the old studio last time going, oh my God, what the fuck is wrong?
Yeah, we're standing outside sweating. Going, It's February? Son of a bitch. What's going on here? Just doesn't feel right, man. Something's off. Like everything else.
The world is off, man.
The
There's
world's
something
off,
wrong.
man.
It's the demon child of everybody. It's devil's breath that's making the world warmer.
It's the coming of Satan because he's made.
He's sucking it out of the East Coast and blowing it on the West Coast.
He's made of the faggots in the world.
Satan sucker.
So it just goes to show the East Coast sucks and the West Coast blows.
Yeah.
Wow. That's really bad shit you're saying there.
And the West Coast is hot, and the East Coast, well, they're just cold and fucking detached.
I'm a little bit concerned, man, because if it gets a little warmer, the duckaboodles are gonna have some extinction issues.
Oh yeah, then what are you gonna do? You gonna go lobby?
I'm gonna have to, man, because I need my duckaboodles.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. Then what would you do?
Duckaboodles everywhere
With no duckaboodles. I mean, goddamn.
Duckaboodles straddling my noodle.
By the way, man, I got a quick funny shit story, dude.
Oh God, you're kidding me, right? we almost made the whole goddamn show without your damn shit stories.
Well, I can see we're at the
Sure,
end.
it's in the name.
It's in the name, man. I mean,
but his shit doesn't irk him. It makes him very happy.
Yeah, isn't that kind of funny? Well, I see that we're coming to the end, and so I just figured I'll fill it up with something real quick.
Oh, you mean like
fill it up with something, huh?
Yeah, fill it up with something.
Yeah.
Well,
ain't no talking. He's always got to fill it up with something.
So here it was. I go out to eat with one of my coworkers.
Well, you make this too easy for me. You know that, right?
This is a female coworker, man.
Oh, okay.
So don't pull that one. Actually, what it was is last time when I came out there, she took me to dinner and she bought dinner, and so I told her, I said, next time I'm up there, I'll buy you dinner. So anyway, she took me out. This is on Tuesday when I first got there. And we go, I ate this, there was a place we went to that had a really eclectic fucking menu. And if you guys ever look it up, it's called Sassafras.
Sassafras.
Yep, it's in Carson City. It's called Sassafras.
Yeah, we're all heading to Carson City to go to Sassafras.
Well,
that's why I'm going there.
They had this.
Get a couple of duckaboodles with you.
They had a pretty eclectic menu. I had a Middle Eastern lamb chop burger, which had this, spicy pickle relish on it. It was pretty fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, I had that, and then for dessert, I don't know if you heard me talking about the mud pie with the Chipotle ice cream that I had. And so I had that. It's like ice cream kind of with a bite. It almost tasted like it had liqueur in it. Anyway, we're leaving the restaurant, and I feel like I got a shit. And I'm like, oh my God, no, just stay at bay.
But see, no, you love doing this to you. Look at you. You're sitting here saying it with a smirk on your face. You enjoy these things.
Well,
yes. You like to have it sit there waiting, like almost like a lion being caged, and like holding the cage door closed, like, ha, you cannot leave yet.
I contain my own poop.
So, I'm just trying to hold it off, until I get back to the hotel.
Well, when you're eating this shit, what do you think? But look, you smirk. You got that smile. You ain't tricking anybody here.
So wait. And then of course that's another thing. When you get older, you start realizing you eat like 10 minutes later, you're like shit. Like how did that happen?
Yeah, exactly. Like I just ate. Now I got to shit.
I bet it was that Chipotle ice cream that just went right through you.
It probably did.
And the pickle relish just went right through.
Yep, it sure the fuck did. I think you're right.
So what happened? So you got in the car.
So I get in the car and we're driving, and I'm trying to play it off. I'm like, okay. And you know what's bad when you start thinking in your mind, like, okay, I could shit my pants, and how can and you're like justifying why you could shit your pants.
That happened to me one time. I was walking home from work, right? And I was walking home from Sykes. And I also just came on like this urge, and it was like that stomach crampy,
that's how this was.
And you're bad. I literally was thinking, I'm gonna go in someone's bushes, dude. I'm just gonna blast in someone's lawn, dude. This stomach fucking blast. So I had to literally, and of course the more you move,
yes,
it's worse.
The worse
I had to climb up these stairs. And so I'm climbing up the stairs in my apartment, going, and I get up there and I literally throw open and I throw myself on the toilet, and I had there's speckles on the toilet seat, dude, because I literally had to throw myself on there, and it was like, oh, and of course you make noise. You probably went,
oh God, yes. Well, that was the thing, dude. Like I said, I was.
So you're in the car, so you're talking to her, trying to play it off.
I'm thinking like, well, okay, I could shit my pants, and maybe she wouldn't notice.
Dude, she would. How would you have Chipotle ice cream? Dude,
shit your pants, and she's not going to notice.
And I'm thinking like, well,
think about that, dude. Think about that. The perfect blind moment where, yes, I'm working with my professional cohort. But she's like, what's that smell? You're like, I don't know.
It's probably sewage.
And then what color, you don't even know what color pants you're wearing.
Oh,
so
well,
you
the good
get
thing
up
is,
and give me a
good thing is I had my boxers on, but that was my other thing. I'm like, well, these are older boxers. If I have to throw them away, I guess it wouldn't be so bad.
So if it was a bad poop, it would have went right through your boxers and your.
You're really contemplating causing your own colon problems and then sitting in your own shit.
How long was the ride?
Well, it was only like a 5 to 10 minute ride.
I thought about that a lot of times. I'm almost home. I was like, you know what? I just shit myself now and save myself the problem of going to the bathroom.
Especially in someone else's car where their upholstery could be damaged.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. That's why I held it.
Crosses my mind.
That's why I held it.
Especially you don't even know what color pants you're wearing. You're wearing like white beige pants. You get up, bye, and you leave it as a big fucking stain on the back of your pants.
I think you would have enjoyed that.
And I bet, was it a solid one?
Oh no, this was liquid.
That's what I'm saying. If you would have shit, you would have spilled it over a car like coffee being spilled in a McDonald's drive-thru.
Oh yeah, well that's why I held it. I was good, and we get back to the place, and she walks me in. I'm like, okay, and I get to the elevator. I'm like, all right, I'll talk to you later. I'll see you tomorrow. And I'm really abrupt.
Did you have the little beads of sweat on your forehead?
Oh, yes,
at this
dude.
Point?
Yes. And my heart's beating fast. I'm like, oh my God, just let me get to the fucking. And then I get up there, dude. Okay, you know we have those room key cards. So I stick it in the little slot and it's not clicking. I'm like, oh fuck, do I have the card the wrong way? And I'm turning it around and I'm trying to put it in the slot. And
wait a minute, why didn't you just shit yourself walking down the fucking hall and giggle?
Seriously, you're out of.
Yeah, you were contemplating shitting in this person's fucking car.
Not that I wanted to. Believe me, I didn't want to. I didn't want to go there.
It would have been wet, and if you would have like decided fuck it and done that, you would have been fired probably.
I'm just wondering something. If you would have shit in the car and it would have smelt like that Chipotle ice cream again, would you have tried it? Got a spoon out and said, hey, I just want to give it another shot. It tasted so good the first fucking time.
I'm curious, dude. Like when did it like burn? Was like, oh.
Well, dude. Once I got in, I threw my jacket on the bed and fucking threw my cane down and just ran in the bathroom, dude. I was like damn near shitting before my ass hit the toilet.
Yes.
You know. So finally, when I did sit down, I mean, dude, it was an explosive, like. Oatmeal, fucking shit.
Well, okay. We got a couple minutes. I've got to get finally to the bottom. Why do you like having a volcano erupt out your ass? Why do you like it? I mean, look at your smirky ass face right now.
Well, I like the food, man.
Yeah, but I think you enjoy it coming out better than you do putting it in.
Well, it's just kind of amazing at what your asshole can do.
You know what the funny thing is, though? I bet it actually normally, on average, takes you longer to shit it out than it does to actually eat it.
It probably does.
Because you eat it so. That's why you eat it so fast, because you want to shit it out quicker.
Yeah, he just likes the ending result. I don't think it's putting it in. He just likes to have the shit come back out his ass and get enjoyment from it.
Dude, you could save some money, dude. Just get some fucking some basic like. There's a stuff called Soylent, and it's just a drink you drink. You don't eat anything else. You just drink it. It's all you drink all day. It has all the nutrients and everything you need. That's all you need, dude.
You know what though? I don't want to be on a liquid diet, man. I enjoy food too much, man.
No, man. I'm just saying that's all you need, dude. Because you can just mix it. Boom, eat it, done, and then you're done, and then 20 minutes later or an hour later, you're just like scaplash.
I just I like food. I enjoy food, man. You got to ask the Kraken.
No, you do not.
You got to ask the Kraken about the pound burger.
You enjoy the ending result. Truly, the ending result.
You ate a pound burger. You ate a burger that was a pound.
Yep. We went to. It was last weekend. We were at this event, and we had time, so we went to the food court. And there was actually a Fuddruckers. I've heard of the name, but I didn't know we had one here.
We have one here. couple of them, I think, too.
Apparently, yeah. Apparently, there's one in the Orleans. So
you know what they have now too, dude? You got to try it. They have a White Castles now. They have a White Castle. In Vegas.
Yeah, I've heard that. So I got to check them out too. But so yeah, I went to Fuddruckers, and they had, you could have a half pound, a third of a pound, whatever, or a full pound burger. And I'm like, oh nigga, give me the full pound. And so yes, dude, I had the full pound burger with mushrooms and bacon. and I got.
Did you eat the fries too?
I couldn't. That's where I stopped, dude. I got through the burger, and I was hurting towards the end of the burger, and then I'm like, okay, I try to do some of the fries.
Why do you do that to yourself? You eat till you hurt.
Well,
that's what I said. Look, he is damned and determined to destroy his fucking colon one way or another. He just enjoys this. Look at him. He's turning fucking bright red, laughing about this.
Well, I never thought about it that way, I guess.
You do, man. You like both of it. The whole process of
yeah. His digestive tract is just amazing.
You eat till you hurt, dude. You eat till you're like, I can't eat anymore.
Right.
Now I'm going to shit myself in the vehicle on the way home.
Oh, yeah.
Should I do it or shouldn't I? I mean, the fact that you even got to contemplate whether you should or not is amazing to me.
Dude, that you haven't even thought of doing that. Like, you gotta, you could have just. Can we stop somewhere, please? I need to go to the bathroom.
No, it wasn't that long of a drive. I figured, okay, I think we'll do okay.
What the hell is that?
Somebody's calling me that doesn't
fucking work at the end.
Know my time. Anyway, bitches, I'm Maxwell Silverhammer.
I'm Cruise Control.
I'm Jerkman that can wait to go to the bathroom.
and that's the
story there.
Bitches.
Oh, by the way, guys.
Yeah?
Fuck you.
Fuck you
too. Shit your pants and have a great weekend.
Yes.
That person.